Your inequalities. So like I said, this is, still like all review stuff you should have seen before, so if you don't have the notes yet, I guarantee you'll still know what's going on. So, no need to worry. Graph the inequality. So, number 4, we have x is less than -1. So I am going to draw a little number line. I like to always put 0 for a reference point unless it's some like ridiculously insane number that's like huge or really small. And then I'll usually put, like -1 and 1 or whatever numbers I'm looking for. I don't get super picky about it because I'm more just looking that you know which way it's going at this point. So, how do I put this on the graph? Just say it.
You just do a parentheses thingy and then you do the point thingy.
Going which direction? Left. So a parentheses, since it's a less than, if it was greater than without the or equal to part, it would also be a parentheses. The or equal to part gives me a bracket.
Do you always want us to use a different color when we have to?
You don't have to, just make it super obnoxious if you're using the same color. Like if you're using a pencil, like over top of a pencil, then just be like, so that I can tell where it is.
I already do that. I don't need to. I just put stuff.
Yeah, I think this is good.
Would it be okay to draw it like over it?
Oh man.
Huh?
Is that mine?
To draw over it.
No, it needs to be on the line.
What?
This is better shirt though. Thank you. You see what I wear?
And I should be able to tell more or less from your parentheses or your bracket which way it's going, but some people it still looks a little confusing, so just do that. But if you want to use a second color, that's fine. Grab a colored pencil, grab a marker from up here. I don't care.
You can see this, right?
I was just kidding, Zach.
You're joking. You're joking, right?
You're like way far away and it's like tiny.
You can see where it's pointing, right?
Put one arm.
Wait, oh,
I'll put the other one.
then
Get a marker out.
Yes, I can see it, Zach. I'm messing with you.
Okay, I was about to.
All right, x greater than or equal to 3.
This is the bracket one.
Shh, you're supposed to say answers.
Just get smarter, man.
Shh, my building.
So which way does this one go?
To the right, to the left.
And it's a bracket, so bracket. We okay on those kind?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, they could also give you one that's already graphed and want us to write it in inequality form. So if they gave us something like 12 where it is number line, it goes from -2 to 4, like the stuff on the graph. Oh, I made those too big. Oops. I just drew the problem wrong, but just, it's the same, yeah, anyways. I just drew it, one of them is at a different spot than it is in the book, so if you go back and look, just know that that's why.
And those are 2 equations.
Yes, Zach.
It's a compound inequality.
Whoa, okay. I can do this.
No, you can't.
Your mom taught us.
Now, in case you need a refresher, the open circle is a parentheses, the closed circle is a bracket.
I remember.
When you're drawing them, you use brackets and parentheses, not circles. The book is just using circles for these ones.
I remember
Would you like to share?
Yes, please. 0 is less than or equal to x greater than 1.
What?
It makes sense.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Zach, are you okay?
Based on what you just told me, X is right here.
Ooh.
Opposite. It's the opposite. So it would be x is.
It's impossible for x to be both at the same time, so we have to say x's or x's,
X
right?
has to be in the middle of the equation. But it's x is greater than 1. But it's less than 0.
Or equal to.
Yeah, that isn't that what I
How
said?
does it be?
X is less than or equal to 0, or X is greater than 1 because they can't be both at the same time.
Yep.
Be quiet, Zach.
Philip, you do that. What? I know what you did.
14, just same kind of thing. They give us a graph, increments of 3 from -6 to 12. It's an open circle at -3, closed circle at 9. It just erased it. Come back. It disappeared. What happened? That was weird. What is going on?
Technology.
My magic circles aren't working anymore.
Her pen isn't working. It didn't work. Did the pen die?
I don't know what's happening.
Whoa.
Now,
Oh!
okay.
It's a blueberry.
It's time.
It's a blueberry.
Doctor Strange.
I think it's a little late.
So which way are the arrows going?
Well, this is supposed to be colored in. It'll
Oh,
happen
so
eventually.
it's not a blueberry.
Wait, is that filled in or not filled in?
The 9 is filled in, and the
Okay.
line is between.
Okay.
He's an adventure game.
Oh, okay. I think.
No, it just showed up. Okay. I don't know what's happening. I think my iPad needs to run an update. That's what I think needs to happen. All right, so what would this one be? What? You can just...
X is greater than 3, but smaller to or equal than 9.
So 9 is less than or equal to x greater than 30. Correct?
How about -3 is less than X is less than or equal to 9?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Magic.
That's not what I had.
What did you?
I had that, but everything's
I haven't.
flipped.
Let's just wait for her to put the answer on the board.
Like, I had the -9.
Oh, wait, yes, I did.
Well, it's not a -9.
I'm at -3 on that side and then on all the sides.
Well, as long as you have -3 is less than X, you can write it the other way.
Okay, thank you.
You could, I mean, you can write it.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, you must get yours on my dog yesterday.
Whoa!
Yes, I can.
You should be like
I dropped
average
the
down.
tears like the candy bar on my dog yesterday.
Real-
But this is in numerical order, so this is really how it should be written. What is happening? Hello?
It's
I
fast.
had a
Whoa.
fast with you. You have too many magic circles and it doesn't let you.
It's time dilation on the iPad.
Doctor Strange. In the multiverse of the 11 rings. I want a new class.
No, it's just not working
No,
at
I've
all.
seen it.
Hey!
Hey. It's mad at you.
Clearly.
So Doctor Strange in the multiverse of madness.
Alrighty.
It's just
Oh, I
not in
didn't
the
watch
mood
that
for
one.
math today, apparently.
No, it was really good. It was
Which number is it?
It didn't even have to do math first period.
Grace Day in math.
Okay. Graph the compound inequality. 18. 5 is less than or equal to X less than 10.
Oh,
There it is.
I cannot remember which one is less than and which one is more than.
If it's eating it, it's no. Look, the less than looks like an L for less than. Yeah, that's how I do it because I'm slow too.
In
I just
Hebrew,
made
in
an
Hebrew we
alligator
just
cheese
say,
Yeah.
in Hebrew when I was learning, because you can read like backwards, if it was 5 is less than or equal to x, we would just say x is larger to, there was no less than. So I've never really understood when people say like less than, it's just always confusing because I didn't know which way, so I was waiting for it to pop up on the iPad. I couldn't remember which way it
That's
was
fair.
going.
Okay. I should have drawn this like 5 minutes ago. There we go. Just disregard, they're not going to look pretty anymore.
It's testing your. No.
Clearly.
It's testing your memory, seeing where you wrote it.
Well, fortunately, I'm kind of used to doing stuff like this, so it's...
7.
Oh.
Okay.
Pretty much.
So, what's happening on this one?
Parentheses on 10.
Parentheses on 10, what else?
Bracket,
And a bracket
on
on
5.
5.
Bracket on 5, and which way is it going?
In the
Line
middle
to
of
the
it.
middle.
Between it, because X is between those two things. So,
Yeah, that's
bracket, parentheses, colored in.
There's word for word, or line for line.
And there it is.
Verbatim.
Verbatim.
That's word for word.
Ryan's under the guise that he's small.
Definitely going to run an update on this iPad when we're done with this lesson.
That's what I thought you said. He's under the guise that he's small. How'd you take that? That's simply an intonation. Take that word.
Do you know where that is?
Why'd you give me your Why'd you give me your
Ouch.
I'm just trying to look at something. Going to the beach. Yes.
Okay, number 20. X is less than or equal to -1, or X is greater than 1.
The Outer Banks. Why? It's also there. Okay, what's else I do?
I'm just going to go ahead and do this, and y'all can tell me. Oh dear, I have a feeling that's not going to be lined up at all. Okay, that wasn't too bad. For a wild guess as to where that was going. Okay. Alright, what's happening on this one?
You're gonna bracket the -1 and put the line going
Left.
to the left, and then you're gonna put a parentheses on the 1, and the line's gonna go to the right.
Right.
Yep,
Yeah,
so
that's
bracket opening to the
I
left
didn't do it.
Yeah,
on the -1, parentheses going to the right on 1.
You're okay. We'll put it on the line.
Shepherd, the magnets came on.
Oh yeah, I was taking apart the battery and it started smelling really weird, so I just threw it on your desk. I don't know where it is now. It's probably gonna explode in the class.
Aw,
What?
nothing.
Shepherd's gonna
Why are your AirPods apart?
He broke them
stab him with a knife
I
at
can't
him.
tell.
He stabbed him
with a knife.
in chapel.
In chapel?
No, not
Not with a
chapel.
knife.
Oh,
With a
I
butter
did it
knife
last
to
night.
chapel?
It's okay, they're the
Yeah.
ones from Crackles.
Sacrificing the babies.
Oh, they're like not real AirPods.
Yeah, the ones that like flash up with the cops.
What? Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Interesting, okay.
You flash what to the cops?
Okay.
Alright, the next one, say to solve the inequality, then graph the solution. Since we've already done graphing, like as individual problems, we're just going to solve, not graph. So solve, don't graph, whenever it decides to show up on the iPad. There.
I thought that was a fart.
Okay.
You really do have a big background.
26. 11 plus 8x is greater than or equal to 7.
I can't see.
I don't think any of us can.
Oh, you got it.
I can see it.
Oh,
It's
you
in the
have to, like,
physical ink.
There is like, that is like a, I don't know, anyways.
Maybe you're writing in white.
Clearly not.
3 and then 1, so it's 4.
Alright, so subtract 11, so 8x is greater than or equal to -4. Divide by 8, so x is greater than or equal
I
to,
thought it would be less than because you have to flip it around, right?
No,
Negative
unless
one
you're
half,
dividing by
actually.
negative.
only if you multiply or divide by negative.
Yeah, that's what I did. I thought it was gonna be smart.
-1/2.
So that's -4/8, or x is greater than or equal to -1/2.
Don't look at my paper. Wow,
You're
this is
answering
cheating.
wrong.
They should make regular pencils like that. Like you have to shake the paper before it shows up.
And it's still did a good
It's
square.
invisible ink.
This
Hello.
rectangle.
Just not in the box, but that's okay. Not going for pretty notes today, clearly.
Buffering 10.
32. 18 plus 2x is less than or equal to 9x plus 4.
You missed my notes. I don't care, bro. I'm gonna put a bomb in the locker. He said he's gonna put a bomb in my locker. After shoot, bro. Don't let me go to the bathroom.
Alright, what do I need to do with this one?
Move the x over 9x. Unless if you wanna
So if I move that over, I get negative
7.
7x.
And then put the 18 on the other side, negative 14.
X is greater than.
I don't know if I already wrote the negative sign, so it may pop up twice. No, I didn't. Okay, good.
I got it first.
But Ryan,
It's gonna be greater
where's
than.
the inequality?
Yes, it's going to be greater than. Why?
Because it's divided by a negative.
You're
Yep, divide by a
multiplying
negative, so flip it. So x greater than or equal to 2.
Can I use the restroom?
No, don't let me.
He's gonna put a bomb in my locker.
Where's he gonna get one?
I don't know.
He has his
Sources.
ways.
Is this your book, Zach?
No, I don't know.
There you
whose
go.
book is that.
It's your book.
That's not.
No, it is your book.
It's definitely Algebra 1 because they leave stuff in my room like every day.
Sounds about right.
He's gonna
He
put a-
pointed at me.
And I had it in
He's
my
gonna put
mind.
a bomb in the locker.
I know that door scares me whenever I go out. I feel like I.
Every door up here is like different, so you like never know how to shut
Yeah, I
them.
felt very bad when I
I just
accidentally
slammed them all.
closed the door. Like,
Oh,
very
I
early.
accidentally slammed that one every time I try to close it, but it just closes so fast.
Yeah.
It does. It
That's
like
why you have to-
suctions. It's like.
That's why you have to master the art of closing the door.
Like your brother.
Alright, Zach.
All right, 38. 2 is less than or equal to x minus 3, less than or equal to 6.
Nice.
I'm waving.
Or six.
Yeah.
There we go.
There.
I really don't understand what's happening right now, but we're just gonna roll with it.
Huh.
All right, what do we do with this?
We do
I don't
something.
know.
You.
Add 3 to every single number.
Yes,
That's how.
and that's exactly how I would want you to put it. Add 3 to everything. Some people say to both sides, and it's like, well, what are you talking about? So yes, add 3 across. So that's going to be 5 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to
I
9.
forgot. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I forgot the word.
I thought you were
I forgot
Mexican.
the word for Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Mason, I thought you said you were Mexican.
No.
So what's
What?
I'm a little confused.
So you're.
Puerto Rico's in Mexico?
You're
No.
Puerto Mexican. Part of Mexican.
Don't know what's happening. 46. 2 plus 3x is less than negative 13, or 4 plus 2x is greater than 7.
That seems like a very
Can you put this video on Google Classroom so I can rewatch it and just listen to our conversation?
I will see what I can do.
Zach, how sad is your life?
This video may or may not save since it's glitching so bad. It may not even save the video. It does that
It might be a little
sometimes.
concerning that we now have on tape that Shepard said he's gonna put a bomb in Ryan.
Yeah, I think that Shepard kicked out of school, guys.
Yeah. We should do it.
We all know Shepard was joking.
That's not true at all. But okay.
Yeah.
We know his ways.
And his locker.
Okay, what do I do with this one?
You have to
He's so confident in himself.
divide
He's like, yeah,
3
I can
on
make a
both
bomb.
sides for the first one.
What?
Divide by
No.
3. Actually, let's do the right side because that one looks
Are you
easy.
good, Jeff?
Subtract 2 from both sides of the first one.
Yeah, let's subtract 2 first. So I get 3x is less than negative 15.
He's stealing all my Jolly Ranchers.
I thought I just saw one. That was someone else.
He's taking all my Jolly Ranchers.
That was someone
He's
else.
getting chemicals from the lab.
He's gonna make a
X
Jolly
is
Rancher
negative
bomb.
5.
X is less than negative. Oops, I was about to write a 1.
Oh.
Negative 5.
I thought the plus sign was in inequalities. How many
How
Jolly
many Ranchers?
How many Jolly Ranchers?
I couldn't find them. I hid them.
Alright, what about this side?
Subtract 4.
Subtract 4.
2x is greater than 3.
Why?
It's motion sensor.
Divide by 2.
X is greater than 3 halves.
I'm not gonna give you just part of my pen, Judy.
Why not?
Oh wait.
If you want a pen, I'll give you a pen, but you have to take.
So the key thing is you need to make sure you write or in there because it can't be both at the same time. So make sure you have that.
Okay.
Meaning,
What?
instead of a pen, do you want a motherboard?
All right. Problems are 11, 13, 17, 19,
No. It's just like a bomb. A bomb.
23, 29, 39, and 45.
When is it lunchtime?
The same time it is every Thursday.
Is that the correct terminology? What, that focus? Yes. Is there a
For all of these ones at the end, you just need to solve, not graph.